Hi all, this is Bearer. In this session, we'll discuss about .NET Core or ASP .NET Core environment setup, like how we are going to install this ASP .NET Core setup into your local machine, and how you are going to start developing applications using ASP .NET Core version. Okay, so basically, this ASP .NET Core have two-way process installation. This two linked with ASP.NET Core. If you want to develop ASP.NET Core application, we must install below things. One thing is .NET Core SDK, and second thing is integrated development environment, where we start developing things using an UI. That is what the Visual Studio IDE. So if you look at this particular URL, this Microsoft.com /net.core, and if you go and look at this browser, if you look at here, and you will be seeing how it is displaying here. Microsoft dot I'm just copying this thing so that you will be, and go and see here this particular URL. And if you look at this in browser, so it will show you the download link here. So if you click on this download, and you will see different operating systems it is supporting, Windows, Linux, and Mac operating systems, and based on the operating system you want to be installed, then you select the particular operating system, either Linux or Mac operating system or Windows, and you start downloading .NET SDK core on your system. And once you download it, it will look like, if you look at here, this is what the versions it is showing it here. And if you click on download link, it will download the relevant SDK version at your local server. Once you download it, the setup file, and you just click on installation file, it will start running like this way. It will open this window, and you have to click on this run command so that it will start installing into your local machine. And this is what the next screen you will be seeing once you click on run. This .NET Core SDK 2.0 version. So it is going to install all these components, and once it is installing, so you will be having the .NET Core folder into your local machine, where you specified the path, or by default it takes C drive. So you go and verify that you will be having all the required components of this .NET Core SDK files. So once you install .NET Core SDK 2.0 version, we that is what the backend concept or the framework concept. While you run the application, it is very useful. But how we are going to develop? We need some UI, right? Like how Visual Studio IDE we have. So for that, you need to install Visual Studio 2017. It is mandatory to develop applications. We require some UI. If you want that UI, you need to install Visual Studio 2007, because .NET Core Runtime and .NET Core SDK are different things. So .NET Core Runtime is only used .NET Core applications, whereas .NET Core SDK includes tools and libraries to develop .NET Core applications. So to set up development environment, we need to install this Visual Studio as well, because most of the people are interested into drag and drop kind of development, and they look for UI. And we have to install 2017, where we have all the relevant stuff of ASP.NET Core 2.0. So once you install this, you can start creating .NET Core applications. Also, if you want to work with command interfaces, like you don't want to use UI, like how the console application is happening in the earlier versions, like you are not interested in using of UI and writing of code, and if you want to write everything on notepad somewhere, and if you want to run that particular thing on using a command line interface, then we have a command line interface also. So this we can use it as part of development. So if you go and look at this .NET Core SDK folders, you'll be having a command line interface exe. So we need to install that particular setup, so that we'll be having this command line interface. So .NET Core SDK installation also installs command line interface for the selected platforms. It installs the latest stable version of the tools to put the files and your path, so you can run .NET from the console. So once you install this command line interface and you go and open it, so it will open like this. And if you press .NET, and this will help install version and usage information basically shows. So if you press .NET and press it, it will show you the things like the version and the other details of your .NET Core. So this way you can run your core application if you are not using this UI perspective. So once you create an application using somewhere Notepad or Notepad++ or somewhere some other UI or editor, you directly come to this particular command prompt and you can run it using this command line interface instead of running it from the UI of 2007 Visual Studio. So hope you understand like how you are going to set up this .NET Core. So first of all, we need to download this .NET Core SDK component, and that has to be installed into your local machine. And then you need to install Visual Studio 2017, where it has all the 2017, 5.0 named as core relevant stuff in the 2017. So in this 2017 UI, you will be having the .NET Core relevant stuff. Using that, you can start developing your application, and you can run as usual, like how you are running, like Control F5 or Control Shift build to build the component kind of thing. Or sometimes if you don't want to use UI, you use command line interface where you can run your application. So this way you can set up your machine with ASP.NET Core and run that particular thing on IDE as well as command line interface, because you can develop using an IDE, you can develop restore build and .NET Core application either Visual Studio or without Visual Studio. We can use a command line interface of .NET Core. So we'll use these things on Visual Studio 2017 to develop .NET Core applications. Hope this understands like how you set up your machine. So please subscribe this YouTube channel for more videos on .NET Core. Thank you.